spiritual home for me, for my fellow congregants, and it feels like a family. And I think that this church does great work in our community, our immediate community, and the surrounding areas, and even farther than that.
Religious freedom is very important, and tolerance of religious ideas. And I like the fact that here there's a community of people that can have different opinions and different beliefs and come together and have the freedom to do that and the safety to do that.
We're part of this community, and we feel we have to contribute whenever possible. It's part of our responsibility, and we want to. And it's a very caring community, and we hope that some of the things we can do will help show our feeling about that.
It's hard to put in financial terms what I get out of the church. In fact, it's almost impossible. But the experiences here, the people that I've met, what the church does, I truly believe in. And part of how I meet that responsibility and show that belief or express that belief is by financial contributions on an annual basis. So that's why I give.
Community is a part of me, and this community empowers me to make a difference with my contributions.
This is part of my life, and I wouldn't think of not contributing because it's where my worship and social action and friendship take place, a lot of my friendship, and how could I go for a free ride?
The reality is it costs money to operate anything that you do. I have enjoyed coming here. I've met a lot of people. I believe in it.
I've been here for 33 years, and it's my home. It's my community.
BUC is very important to me. It has been for a long time, and it's a big part of my life. And I really get uplifted coming here on Sundays and singing in the choir especially.
This, for us, is our spiritual home, and we really appreciate having such a great facility, such a great place for our kids to get their education. And I realize, as most people do, but especially as a finance person, that it takes a lot of funds to support an organization like this. We feel it's our responsibility.
I contribute financially because the world has to work, and BUC has to work, and the only way BUC can work is by having enough money to do all the many things that BUC should be involved in. And the activities that BUC needs to be involved in and is involved in is manifold. And it takes good old cash to get it done.
When I first came to BUC, which was probably 6 years ago, I was broke, and so I didn't give to BUC for a couple of years. But what kind of hooked me into the community was the very first time I came, and Reverend Doug Gallagher gave this wonderful sermon about gay rights, basically. And I thought that was such an important thing. Here was this man standing up in front of a congregation, speaking out for these people who were, at the time, really being discriminated against. And for the first couple of years, all I could do was just volunteer, and that was it. Once I finally got to the point where I could contribute, though, I kind of thought, I'm sure there are other people here who have money, and they can take care of BUC. And then the more I got involved in the church and the more I got out of it, I realized that part of giving financially was about really taking responsibility as a member of the congregation and giving to the people that are being served and giving back to myself, because I get so much out of being here.
In order for the church to be the place that it is, and to do the things that we want to do as a community, in our community, we all need to support it with our time and financially.
When I was a college student, I tithed at a church that wasn't as good as this. So we don't have a problem in giving a good pledge.
I contribute to BUC because I love the RE program, and I want my children to be able to be involved in that. And also, just for myself, I love the sense of community and the sense of being able to reach out into the larger community with a group of really nice people.
In the world and in my life that I wouldn't have that richness or a source of so many activities and spiritual growth that I don't have it anywhere else.
Basically, because
because of what it does for others. I like the concept that it isn't just about the one institution, that it takes into consideration all the other organizations that we contribute to, like the Whitmer Center, and those are who are in need.
Give at a level until it sort of hurts a little bit.
I know I don't give enough. I would like to give a lot more, but I'm giving what I can afford at this point in time. As my income increases, then I hope to give more, and I do believe that we need to give 10%.
I contribute because I want the world to be a better place, and I wanted my children to come and learn to be tolerant people and learn about different religions, and I wanted a home where I could celebrate what I believe spiritually and not feel pressure to be someone that I'm not. And that is the kind of place that I always want to have exist, so I'm going to continue to contribute to BOC.
I feel it's important to contribute to the community in which I belong in any way I can, financially and through volunteering, and I think it's important for all of us to contribute.
You know, you give at a certain level, but not always the same. You just push a little more, so then you feel good about it because you've done all you can, whatever that happens to be.
I started off at a very low and inadequate level. But year by year, I add to it, and it's got up there by now.
Because if I didn't, it wouldn't be here. And then I would be without a lot of wonderful things in my life, like people and Kathy and a beautiful building that I love coming into every time I come here.
I think about the part in my life that it plays, and then I think of the part of my budget I can afford to give.
Well, I think this is a wonderful resource for families, for shared activities, for their children, absolutely, and it contributes to their education, to the family, to have wonderful shared experiences.
There are many things I care about, but I don't feel that I have the knowledge or the ability to contact and support all of those organizations. But by supporting BUC, it is a way for me to use my funds and know that they will be directed in a thoughtful and a responsible manner towards things that I care about.
This is the highest priority in our life, our family and the church. So there's no difficulty in making a decision, and we try to be as generous as we can afford. Now we are on a fixed income, so it makes it a little bit different. But
That's what BUC does. It takes all the other traditions and it kind of incorporates them into our own. So I feel like it's not only money well spent, but it does something.
I feel that it's kind of part of our covenant together, is that we support each other emotionally, spiritually, but financially. Money is part of our reality. It's how we operate this whole wonderful place. So it actually feels really good to be able to donate.
I think it's a good spiritual practice to give generously to something important that one believes in. And so just as I regularly practice meditation, I practice giving. And BUC is a great place for me to practice that.